So hello everybody. My name is Gary Casillas. I'm the main organizer of this What the Jam 2025 Game Jam event. They had from July 16th, so they have 5 days to make a game based on a theme, and the theme was flow. And today we wanted to showcase some of those games and allow the developers to talk about it. Um, with that said, I think that we should be ready. I'm gonna put the sunglasses on because that's kind of like a tradition. But yeah, let's do this. So yeah, Leo. So you were a solo jammer, right?
Yes, my project is I am a solo dev on this one for the game jam. And yes, my game is Project Starflow. This is based on current events here that happening in Puerto Rico about our electric grids being as not as great as we thought it would be, but that's another time. But yeah, this is definitely inspired by current events. It is Project Starflow. I used the theme in two ways, actually. It was mainly in story and in gameplay. So for the story, you are essentially in a dying planet that has little to energize. And suddenly an answer just fell up from the sky, like an answer to a call in the heavens. This strange, magnificent little thing called let's just have it here explaining. It is the gravitationally linked auxiliary overcharged particles, or gloop for short. And basically, you're the general, been sent out to a space station the shape of a semi. And yeah, you're out exploring the entire galaxy to get the gloop and repower the grid here on your planet. Which, by the way, you can see right here, Boriken. This is your whole planet. And so you can just move around with WASD just to go and look for the space, look into the surroundings, and then right click on any of the targets that are being on the map. Sorry if there's no sound, no music and anything. I just have little time for it.
I mean, in space there's no sound, so that kind of makes
True.
sense. No, it looks really cool. It reminds me actually like of the for those who play Mass Effect, like when you are kind of choosing where to go in the map. That's kind
I
of
was
fun.
I was going for that route because one of my inspirations for this game would be Mass Effect, Slipstream, Death Row, which is a roguelike game, which is it's quite a short game that is just easy to play with. And you're just basically in space. Right here on your right, on your bottom right, this is your crew. You got your black cats, you got dogs, cats, you got your manatee, each with their own names and their own skills, each with their own ranks. You can close it up at any time. These are just for help.
In what engine did you make this?
Unreal Engine 5, all of it, because
Okay.
this is the only game engine that I've been worked on for my whole life.
No, it looks really cool, dude, and it's really fun to see a space game, being made with the theme. So thank you, Leo. Is there anything that you wanna let people know where they can find other things that you've made?
I mean, there's one thing that I absolutely am also a streamer. You can find me on Twitter.
Nice.
Twitter, Twitch. You can find me on Twitch mostly. I don't use Twitter.
Nice,
But yeah,
nice.
I mostly do games or just make one like these. So if you want to come hang out, you can come hang out at Leo LeBron PR.
Thank you so much for participating.
No
I
problem.
mean, you and I go way back, so yeah,
Yeah.
always fun to see you again. So thank you.
Uh, Laters.
So Ian, you will be then next.
Okay, so this game is simply called Flow, based on the theme of this jam, Flow. I decided to keep it simple since I thought, considering the time constraint that I had and the fact that I wasn't experienced with the game, I decided that it would be better if I would make this more in style of Atari, where Atari just simply you have these graphics. It's nothing too detailed, nothing special. You simply render square or a character or whatever in just one color, and that is the direction that I went for. The only thing that I can consider appealing, an appealing detail of this game is with the wave. Just look at how cool the wave is, the wave animation and all that. But anyway, as for the gameplay is fairly simple. You are a fish, or at least I tried to make a fish. It's not pretty easy to render it with code. I did my best. But you are a fish riding on a surfboard. And these gray shapes are rocks, to which you have to dodge those rocks. Otherwise, if you touch it, then you just disappear. And then you will respawn and your score will reset. The meter that is at the top left is basically your progress bar. It shows just how far you have gone into the game until eventually it will reach a colored mark, which will then ramp up the speed. The farther you are into the game, the the way faster it becomes and the difficult it will become. There's actually technically no objective in the game. There's a yellow mark at the end of the meter, which it might seem like there is an ending, but as a matter of fact, when you reach it all the way there, it simply speeds up into an unbelievable speed, and you can just keep going until you crash.
From the moment that you were kind of putting stuff on the cool work in progress channel, it was really fun to see everything evolving. Every as you mentioned, right, kind of making everything by code, the hard mode, right, everything that you were putting in the game is really, really, really fun. It's clear, what the theme, how you're using it, right? Oh, there we go. What engine did you use for the game?
I actually didn't use an engine. I decided to make this purely with C programming along with some few libraries. So that it's kind of surprising because usually game engines would be used to make a game, but I thought that after I started with the game development, or more like I was thinking about being serious with the game development, like started to be passionate about it, I thought that it would be interesting if I could like build a game with as little library as possible or with no
Right.
library if possible. It's also because since my background is that I am a programmer, I study engineering at university. So having to develop a game with purely code is a great opportunity to to like learn how programming works.
True.
And it shows. It's some really cool stuff.
No, no, yeah,
By the way,
that's awesome.
speaking of hard mode, I pressed the space bar as the fish just died or just crashed. And now the scenery changed and two rocks spawn. So now the fish has to dodge two rocks. You know, I was having a bit of a developer difficulty, so I was like, let's just put a hard mode because why not? I mean, after all, I was able to dodge a single rock like many times. I'm not gonna say I'm a pro at it, but I think there are people out there that would like some extra challenges. So I figured, why not just spawn two rocks, and then have people just dodge two rocks while enjoying the beautiful purple waves and the sunset. There's no ending. You just dodge as many as possible, and that will be all for my project.
Awesome, awesome. No, I really, really like it. That makes sense. And also, again, everybody is kind of in the chat saying that they are very impressed that you did this, with code and not an engine. So, as you mentioned, that's a great way for a programmer also to kind of test their skills. So, congrats on that, on achieving that. Yeah, no, thank you for participating in the jam. And do you want to, if people want to check out more of what you're doing, is there any place that they can go to?
I am looking forward to my skills with game development. I have a couple of personal projects that I would like to work on, and for the next jam, surely it's going to be a lot better. So thank you very much, and I am glad that you all enjoyed it.
Awesome,
And
awesome.
yes, there's ice cream.
Yeah, everybody. I guess that everybody's gonna get some sort of ice cream now. But thank you, dude. Thank you for participating, for being part of the community, and just taking the time to do this. With that said, Ricardo, you will be the next in line.
Pues en caso de nosotros utilizamos una idea de un endless runner, ya que muchas veces hemos especificado mucho el environment de outside, pues tratamos de utilizar un punto de vista interior del ser humano. Y pues fue una cosa bastante, tratamos de ser lo más cute posible, lo más entretenido posible, porque no solamente era hacerlo, era tomar el tiempo, divertirnos, hacerlo y tomar esta experiencia como algo nuevo, ya que se lo vamos a presentar a otras personas para que lo utilicen y sepan lo que es y divertirse haciendo un juego. Que esa es una de las metas que quisimos entre mi grupo, que somos 4. Estoy yo, por supuesto, Ricardo Ortiz, está Brian León, Eliezer Camacho y Jermaine Rodríguez. Los 4 participamos, un diseñador y 3 programadores, en parte. Pues empezamos aquí con el videojuego, ya que una vez le da a Start Game, es bien fácil, el muñeco, la música fue hecha por el diseñador, literalmente es un LED runner, al cual tiene que esquivar por supuesto, las células blancas, inclusive piezas de grasa que hay dentro de las venas, y el cual pueden ver que una vez que el muñequito coge un cantazo, pues cambia de color. Al cambiar de color, cambia 2 veces de color y luego da el game over. El high score se graba no solamente cuando entra y salga, también se mantiene en el game over. Y puede ir una y otra vez. Ahí está. Una y otra vez, utilizándolo. Y literalmente es todo el tiempo hasta que rompa el récord. Esa es una de las cosas que más nos gustó y nos entretuvo jugando para pues, llegar a ver quién rompe el récord. Pero utilizando visualizaciones internas del ser humano.
Les quedó brutal, les quedó brutal.
Sí, son cosas de detallitos del poco tiempo que tuvimos, de las cosas que hicimos. Fue un trabajo en equipo bastante fuerte en tan poco tiempo.
No,
Le metimos hora en 3 días. Le metimos hora.
People are asking what engine did you use?
Usamos un Unreal Engine 5. Sí.
Nice, awesome. So yeah, that's really cool. Do you want to shout out or anything, plug anything that you want about people if they want to follow what you guys are doing? Anybody in the group as well?
Al momento no tenemos nada para follow, estamos empezando, somos todos estudiantes, para dejarlo claro así, que esto se hizo literalmente estudiantes de Atlantic University, y pues estamos aquí para aprender y para seguir para adelante y ver qué es lo que nos trae este mundo del videojuego.
Awesome to hear. I think everybody loved the concept of your game. So I think that's a job well done. So yeah, thank you for participating.
Igualmente, muchas gracias.
And everybody in your team as well. So Blaze, you will be the next one in line.
Alrighty, hi everyone. So I am the proud creator of this cute little thing called Repturbo, my little speedy lizard buddy. So okay, Repturbo. First of all, Sol, AZ Dub, nice catch. He is Turbo and he is a lizard. Tell you what else he's got. He's got a credits button. Loads up a lot of thank yous. Wonder what that first one is in the special thanks section. Those people sound pretty nice. I'm not sure who they are, but they're really nice people. So if we hit play, he'll stop gathering coins in the spawn slot. He's going to gather them from around the street instead. My goal with Repturbo was just to make a really quick thing. More of a milestone, really. I wanted to say I made a game, and I finished it. And I think I did, quality aside. Honestly, it really went to show me... Oh, he's dead. It really went to show me the scale of these things, you know? You all are working really hard, coding, drawing, composing, yada yada. And And honestly, you can't take that for granted. You gotta work really hard at it. Uh, let's see, interesting things I can say about the game itself. Uh, all right, so this is basically I made it with a main scene, but if you really think about it, it's basically three scenes: the player, the stage itself, which handles spawning and everything, and then a control for the little UI at the side. Uh, when you die, it'll instantiate this one. But yeah, honestly, it's just a really cute little thing. I'm really happy I got the chance to make this here in the community. Just a simple arcade style thing, bootleg Frogger, one could say. But my guy has has a 360 movement.
I think everybody's loving what they're seeing, by the way.
That's great. Honestly, I'm really flattered. Honestly, I tried. I couldn't quite appreciate the little guy, but I'm glad that you all like him. And I hope you'll be seeing many more little guys and big guys and medium guys because I want to keep making games like you are
That's
all doing.
awesome. That's awesome. No, and what engine did you use to make the game?
Oh, only the best. Only my favorite one. There is no best engine, but my favorite one, the favorite child is Godot, without a doubt.
Yes, a lot of representation for Godot in this jam, so it's really awesome to see that. I really love everything about the game. Honestly, it's just like a perfect arcade, style game. Have you done other projects that can people check out anything else that you've made by this point?
Nothing that's not confidential locked in the vault, but that will change soon.
Awesome.
I do hope to make more games.
No, yeah, yeah, definitely do, and let us know. And I think people are gonna be checking it out. So that's awesome. So thank you, Blaze. Thank you for showing what you did. Thank you for participating, and thank you for the kind words as well. In the credits. We are very glad to allow people, right, to be able to have opportunities and also to be able to showcase what they can do and celebrate everything that you do. That's the point of what we do. So events like this let us do that. So anyway, thank you, right, as well for being participating in the jam.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
So okay, I think I see Manuel here.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the corner. I started this. Okay, let me explain. So the repacker is, as you're gonna see, is a simulator, a tycoon game type game. There's a lot of money, as you can see, being generated right now. But I'll go over it because it's very interesting. But it's very slow, so I decided to start early, and I'll walk you through like the early steps and how it goes, and start explaining the game how it goes. Yes, I'm a bit wealthy myself. Okay, so I'll show what's the shenanigans with the numbers later on. So, starting out, you will start out in a grid like this. You can also play this game on the web browser, and it's made in Godot. And you will see these dollar signs. You click them, and they'll add like 1 or 10 cents randomly, and they move around, and you click them. You cannot see that right now because the shenanigans going on of everywhere. Also, this video game doesn't have sound, but trust me, you don't want to have sound to the shenanigans that's gonna be seeing soon. So essentially, you were gonna start out with a couple items. Let me actually get it. You're gonna start out with 3 items: the box maker, the conveyor, and the exporter. Once you got enough money, you can actually buy more of them, and you're gonna essentially build a very simple machine to start generating money. For example, you place the block here, and if a block falls over, you can click it and it will remove it. And damn. And then each block that enters into the exporter gets added to the score. It's 10 cents per box on level 1. And it's really, really addictive. And as you can see, the machinations are going to get worse as we go on. So you can see a couple catastrophic disasters going on other mechanics. There's also like ways to increase and upgrade your boxes. Those are what these little two things are, the upgraders. And there's also another conveyor belt level that does it way more faster. And what I like about this game is that it's really slow, but there's several ways you can expand the score. So starting out is gonna be really hard. And you can start to do more shenanigans if we move over here to another machine. This one doesn't use conveyor belts at all, but it doesn't move. But if I start removing a couple of them, it's gonna start to blow up. as more and more blocks like get dislodged and they start moving. And essentially, it's just make a mess the simulator of boxes. This game, this my original idea was to make a flow of production, like mostly involving pipes. But then I found this asset by Kenny that's just conveyor belts, and he went, "Oh, that's more better for gameplay wise." So I did that, and so basically, you go around selling boxes and upgrading them and buying more upgrades and doing stuff, and you can place threes and stuff. And yeah, I experimented a lot with polishing the game and like putting the animations for like placing blocks and removing them. It's really cool. And the inventory and stuff. I'm definitely gonna upgrade this because fun fact, I thought that the deadline, I don't know why, but I thought the deadline was next week. And I found out yesterday last night, and I was like, oh no. So I literally did all the polishing today and tried to make it as cool as possible. And yeah, so that's why it's kind of bare bones. But the polishing did carries a lot of the value, being honest.
Dude,
So
this is
that's
not
something I
this is not
didn't
bare bones.
visualize before.
This is really really. I mean, I know that knowing you that you want to put even more things, but this is really awesome. I think there's a lot of people here that will play this game. In fact, there's
Yeah,
a really important question here. Is there a way to apply this in real life? Because it will be so easy to
yeah.
make.
Maybe try selling empty boxes like at 10 cents per hour or something. I don't know. And maybe you can make money. Maybe you can apply this. You can print a couple one of these machines to real life and be and have a pretty fun, very good fun.
So, in what engine did you make this? By the way, I don't know if you mentioned it at the beginning.
I made it with Godot, but I changed the intended physics engine with Jolt. Then the newest version, the 4.4, actually allows you to change the physics engine in engine itself, and it uses Jolt physics, which is a separate engine for physics, and it's so much better for rendering, like doing the boxes and stuff, and it's super cool, and it's just a really cool soft piece of software that it embeds well with Godot, and it's super cool.
So, Emmanuel, thank you, right, for this presentation. Is there anywhere that people can, reach out to you or see other things that you've been, making?
Feel free to reach out on my Instagram and Blue Sky. I am amendedmaker.com. That's my website. It has all the links to everywhere and tells you a rundown about everything myself. This game I highly recommend it because it's really addictive and fun. I made this setup like in an hour while the stream was going on, so I didn't start at zero. And it's really, really addictive. I didn't expect it to be this addictive.
I
And please ignore the traffic jam here. And and you can also play it via HIO. It's called the Repackager, and it's like the box icon. It's really cool, and I highly recommend.
That's awesome. No, yeah. So and again, I will tell people as well. Like, if you have questions about Godot, I think there's a couple of people that can help you, right, in the community. But I think that Emmanuel is one of those that can help you a lot with that as well. So feel free to reach out to him for that. But with that said, Emmanuel, as always, a pleasure, right? Thank you for
Pleasure. My
showcasing
pleasure.
the game and for you for participating right in the jam.
One more thing before I go, I'll probably update this because I had ideas for more conveyor belts and stuff that I couldn't add. So stay tuned if I make updates and stuff. I'll definitely put it in the work in progress of the PRGDA. So you stay put for that.
Perfect. Awesome. That will be amazing. So thank you, Emmanuel.
Take care. See ya. Success, everyone.
So Emmanuel Roque, I believe you are the next one in line.
Bueno, un placer a todos. Pues, como ya saben, pues yo soy conocido como el otro Emanuel. Así que, y nada, les voy a presentar básicamente el proyecto que este game jam que estuvimos participando yo y tres compañeros, todos programadores básicamente. Y nada, básicamente lo que nosotros decidimos hacer fue, pues nos motivamos en aprender algo nuevo, porque nosotros ya habíamos utilizado Unreal, pero nunca habíamos trabajado con el sample de motion sample, si no me equivoco que se llama. Y queríamos tratar de aprender a utilizar ese sistema para hacer un game, básicamente. Pues nada, básicamente este videojuego se llama Bankbusters y simplemente cuando nosotros nos reunimos estábamos pensando, mira, ¿qué podemos hacer que tenga que ver con Flow? Yo había pensado algo más tranquilo, algo más cozy, que tenga que ver con cosas de viento, un poquito más inspirado en lo que era Sky, Children, bueno, se me olvidó. Nada, la cuestión es que terminamos básicamente inspirándonos en algo todo lo contrario, una experiencia un poquito más caótica, un poquito más de parkour, misión imposible mezclado, con explosiones obviamente, y pues simplemente porque este personaje tiene mucho flow. Así que eso es lo que va a hacer, escaparse. Y básicamente pues nosotros, una de las cosas más difíciles que se nos hizo básicamente al estar trabajando en este proyecto es trabajar con la cámara. Literalmente, nosotros siempre habíamos utilizado la versión 5.4 y entonces decidimos usar la 5.6 porque habíamos escuchado que estaban añadiendo dos o tres cositas relacionadas a las cámaras y eso fue básicamente una de las cosas que nos complicó. Y literalmente el mismo viernes por la noche alguien había subido en YouTube exactamente la respuesta que estábamos buscando de cómo customizar la cámara, porque ahora lo tienen como que todo en diferentes haces separados. Aquí un poquito aquí de cámara lenta, Misión Imposible. Y nada, básicamente fue un reto. O sea, nos divertimos, nos amanecimos y aprendimos bastante un poquito de cómo utilizar básicamente lo que es este sistema. O sea, que hay que tener cuidado con los carros, que no vaya uno básicamente a chocar y eso, pero nada, básicamente esto fue lo que estuvimos trabajando.
No, it looks really fun. Again, I didn't expect a first-person shooter, a first-person game, right? It's really
Y
good.
nada, básicamente, esto es lo que estuvimos trabajando. Y nada, en verdad fue una experiencia bastante interesante, porque nunca creímos que algo tan sencillo como lo que es una cámara nos diera tanto dolor de cabeza, porque básicamente no entendíamos qué era lo que estaba pasando, pero sí, de verdad que ese video que encontramos, que fue básicamente, que salió literalmente anteayer, eso fue lo mejor que nos pasó.
The amount of times that's the story for many developers. No, it looks really cool. I think people are really liking it. Can you confirm what engine did you use for this?
Unreal 5.6, básicamente.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Is there anything else that you would like to plug? Anybody else in the team that that if people want to follow, kind of what you guys are doing?
Pues básicamente nosotros estamos empezando ahora, pero en los contributors, básicamente, pues ahí nosotros tenemos los twitters de nosotros enlazados que debería salir. Si
Okay.
no, me buscan en mi caso con el mismo nombre que tengo en el Discord.
Thank you, Manuel, right, for showcasing the game and for taking the time to do this. Thank you for participating.
Un placer,
Um,
un placer.
so yeah, we'll see you around. So I think then we're gonna move on to Kevin.
Okay, so we're a group of four. We only two of us present right now. The game is called Bash and Run. It's basically like a game of tag. So it's a consistent game where you're just following someone and tagging them and continue running towards them. So basically, like we go and find each other and just tag each other.
Oh, so it's a versus game.
So basically, that's the whole point of the game. It's just constantly like running towards each other and trying to like hit each other.
That's really fun. People are liking it in the so it's a versus game, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a party game. So we're
Mm.
planning like to add more players, like around 4 players or 5 players. So we could just have like a bunch of people just following each other.
Awesome, awesome. Just to know, like, how do you use the theme for the game?
So flow has a lot of meanings. So one of the meanings we had was consistent movement. So we are always like following each other since you don't have time like to rest. So like you just move on. We also trying to implement the time system since the flow time like for limit. but we weren't able to do so in the meanwhile. So we were like, this is what we actually got.
No, that's really fun and a great interpretation, right, of the theme. So, was this done in what engine?
This was made in Unity.
Unity. Okay, perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
Um, people are asking, can we have 24 players, please?
Uh, that's gonna be complicated. It's gonna be a mess, but sounds fun.
Well, the battle royale, right, version of the game. So yeah, no, I really love everything that I saw here. Is there anywhere that people can kind of follow what you guys are doing? Are you going to continue the game? Like, what is the plan?
Well, we planning on continuing the game. We don't have like a platform for you guys to follow us. Like I have a personal account on ArtStation, and my friend has a personal website where you can follow us. What's your
La canal.wixsite.com.
and my
Okay.
ArtStation is Amesayoi.
Thank you, right, for participating in the jam. I think everybody kind of loved what you did. Thank you for representing Unity as well. I think it's fun to see all the different engines kind of making an appearance, right, on the jam. So anyway, thank you for taking the time. It's really fun, and yeah, I'll see you around in the community.
Thank you for having us. Take care.
Take care. So, hello, Jackie. I think you're known in the community.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. People are just already in the chat excited about your appearance. But take
I
it
don't know
away,
about my
Jackie.
team. I'm hoping that they want to keep working on this, but I want to keep working on this. It was such a fun adventure, and I don't want to let go just yet. I kind of just want to replay it over and over again. Hey, just like the game, we get to rewind constantly. So we'll see how that all goes. And as you can see here, there's a very basic state of the game where we just are able to jump around, explore everything. I added in a little bit of extras. So this happens, and you get to reverse through and get to see your actions played out for you, just so you can see where you made the mistake. There we go. Let's see if I can get something done here. Whoop. See, now this one's a fun one because the fan is constantly blowing air, so if I try moving away, that happens. So it's a matter of being able to work with the flow of time with the basic key commands to move around, which being WASD. You can jump with spacebar, you can freeze time with space, giving you that nice little effect. If you pause time, things stop working, like the fans and everything. Another fun thing you can do with this is you can also control time in a way that reverses the flow of time. So now the fans will pull me in instead of blow me away.
That's
And as you can
really
see,
awesome, Jackie.
you're able to do a lot with this, and it's been a lot of fun getting it all working. How did I manage to make it in a short amount of time? Well, the answer is I had a team working with me to do so. That's part of the greater parts of working in jams and not doing it solo. You get to do more than just focus on the mechanics and only be able to do so much. So we had a wonderful team between, if I recall correctly, Jorge Castillas and Louis. We managed to create this entire game in 5 days with some help from Ayana for some of the textures that we have. Some of the things that we also worked on were the special effects using, I believe, some shader work for the CRT effect and the warp effect that we see there. This is going to be hard here. Dang it. Yeah, no, there's a one particular area. This level is a pain in the butt to work with. You gotta wait for the right timing and everything.
What engine did you use to make it?
We use Godot. So
Nice.
yeah, Godot has been quite the lifesaver for me. I've enjoyed working with it a lot after working, I believe, like about 6, 7 years with Unreal Engine. Getting to try out a new engine was just too refreshing, and I've enjoyed the process so far. This isn't the only thing that this team is making, so hopefully we keep working on more stuff. But
I think I speak for the chat when I say that people really want to play this game. So if if it continues, I think you have a lot of players already.
let's hope so. We wanted to add in a lot more fun little features. We wanted to add in more characters and designs, but yeah, time was just too restrictive.
Where can people reach you, Jackie, or anybody else in the team? I mean, if you know.
So, for reaching us on any platform, I think honestly the Jam page would be the best one. Leave a comment to talk to us. I'm going to be paying attention to it pretty often. And I'm pretty sure the team would be so heavily motivated to want to keep working on this if they saw how positive the feedback was. Other than that, I think you could find me on uh, Twitter. No, actually, I don't even have a Twitter. We don't really have many things. You can reach me on the Discord. That's where I'm normally at.
That was an amazing, showing of, prowess, right, of development. I think people are really, super interested in seeing this. And again, aesthetics. Again, I told you before, but you got me with that already. Just by that, it looks really awesome. So thank you, Jackie. Again, Jackie has been doing. Not only was she working with all of this, she, again, co-lead in the jam. So it's super impressive that while helping me, she also did this. So thank you, Jackie, for everything you did. And again, awesome, awesome game.
I really tried. Oh, also the level design was actually made by Luby. So if you ever want to ask someone to help with level designs, she will surely be able to take on that challenge. Holy wow. That enemy is really
That
fast.
enemy had it really hated you.
He really didn't want me down there. It's just like, now what you doing in my pits? Get out.
So again, if anybody has any questions about HIO or anything else about the jam and you can't reach me,
itch.io, Godo, Unreal, how to use Discord, anything like that, because well, I'm part of the PRGDA, so I'm here to help out
not
everyone
only
here
part
who
of your
just wants to
PRDA, but
learn.
also like the main, admin, right, of the server, of the community server.
Yeah.
So again, if you have anything that you want to, kind of any questions or suggestions, Jackie is the person to go to. So thank you, Jackie.
You know
Thank you
it.
so much for everything.
Take care.
So next in line is Angel.
So as you can see, this is a project that I've been working with 4 other people. So we're a team of 5. We decided to go with a more comical feel of the game, where our protagonist is the janitor of a dungeon, hence the name Dungeon and Detergents. We just hit play for the game to load. And the game effectively runs like a dungeon crawler, so we can move around, we can attack certain things, destroy them. The idea is that we go with the flow with the music. He's constantly dancing and moving. And so he's just cleaning the dungeon. We can attack people as well, hit them with certain attacks, have pickups to protect ourselves, and run around and try to avoid getting shot by other enemies and stuff like that. We also have disjointed enemies, like this pig enemy that's attacking us in humanoid form. But if I were to kill him, turns back to a pig. Yep. Also, this is a speed boost. I'm gonna use it. Run, trying to find a dungeon. There it is. Exit gate. So the idea is to effectively get to the end of the level as best as possible. Right now it's set to do it 3 times, and every level is randomly generated. I found the gate way too quickly. Every level is randomly generated, so monsters, pop-ups, and everything like regenerates. We wanted to add other rooms, like a shop room where you can like buy an item with money, but our team had a lot of time constraints, especially the first 3 days, and today's one we could really hit it hard. So that's what we did. Yes, the animations are very cartoony. That was the point. It was the point to make it as fun as bodily possible, essentially.
Yeah. No, I really like the idea of the game. It's really fun. People are. I really like this description. And somebody said like, Diablo meets Watch
Yep.
Simulator.
Essentially.
So,
Yeah.
what engine did you use to make the game?
We used Unreal Engine
Okay,
5.5.
awesome. I think you mentioned you work with a team, right? For the game.
Yes, I worked with a team of people, Fabian, Beatrice, Louis, and Seijo. Seijo is the last guy. But yeah,
No worries.
we worked a lot on this game to have this zany feel for this project.
I
Hmm.
think maybe you mentioned it, but the flow parts of the game is in more like the music and kind of the character kind of moving around.
Yeah, the animations were made by Beatrice. She made the character animated and everything for the character in 5 days, as detailed as you can see him.
Where can people reach you, or any the people in the team or stuff like that, if you know?
Well, I don't particularly have I have a Twitch, which is with the same tag name que tengo in Discord, which is Professor Pui. Usually just stream D&D stuff there. I also have a YouTube channel, Dragon Master, the Dungeon Master for Hire. But they've been inactive for a while, right? Since I'm teaching and I work as a professor at a university.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find me essentially on LinkedIn with my name, Angel Nieves, Angel Ricardo Nieves Torre. And any needs, any thoughts, anything you need to know about Unreal Engine, Unity, or game design for that matter, or even board design, tabletop design, hit me up a message. I'll tell you whatever you need to know.
Thank you so much for showcasing the game, for working on the jam, and for showcasing this awesome, janitor in the D&D, environment.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now we have Carlos, I believe.
Hello. My name is Carlos. I would like to call myself an avid game jammer. In this particular location, me and Dark Goth Queen, I think it is, and Bell D24 have paired up and made a small 3D platformer, or at least that was the goal. Unfortunately, it is incomplete because tooling turns out to not be stable. And by that I mean that the terrain system that I decided to use butters itself. Unfortunately, things broke a little bit right before deadline. Anyways, the idea that I had originally for Flow was what happens when you are washed away in water, and then how can I turn that into a game? And then the more that I described it to my friend, they kept saying that sounds like a platformer, and so we decided to make it a puzzle platformer. So you are this spirit that is using a shell of an acorn, and the goal is that since you are technically a baby spirit, you are to reach the top of the mountain and rejoin with your people. I also used a small quest system. There you go, the one requested line. Anyways, so the idea is that you are meant to climb, swim, fly, and I couldn't figure out something to do for fire. So that's the one element that doesn't do much, but you will be traversing through the whole map, which is quite sizable, and you will be having different environmental puzzles that you are supposed to go through. For example, this person is looking for a pan flute, and you can barely see it. There's like this white speckle on the other side of this hill by the water, and the idea is that you just go and grab the items, and they'll give you something. I believe that in here in this corner we are supposed to be able to fly. Yes. We wanted to do the whole shebang, but honestly, the entire team had some unexpected situations. So all in all, we couldn't actually make proper use of the entire time. Okay. So again, the idea.
And yet, Carlos, you created a whole world.
I have a bad tendency to not realize. Oh yeah, I did get this far. That's something that I'm very happy about. Yes.
With a dialogue
I
system
was.
and all this stuff. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think even with that time constraint, you were able to do a lot.
I'm very proud of my team because it's also I think their first game jam. and they had fun, and that's all that matters in these sorts of things.
Nice.
So just go. You don't worry about finished, much less about perfect. Just go as far as you can and just have fun doing it.
You made this in Godot as well, right?
Oh yes, Godot 4 with Terrain 3D add-on from the asset library, but I think I just didn't read the whole documentation. And some of the assets are also from Material Maker that would then retroactively packed towards the format for Terrain 3D.
So Carlos, just
Yeah, you can
to
see
make
the huge
sure,
breaking.
right?
Mm.
Yeah, but dude, that's fine. That's fine. Where can people, check out other things that you're doing, and if you know for the team as well, you can also say.
Well, I'm happy to say that I'm slowly returning back to game dev. I had a moment where I was really busy, but I should be active in Mastodon at gamedev.place, I think it's called.
Yeah.
But also Blue Sky. You can also find me on the Discord. So feel free.
Awesome. And
And thank you
again,
for tuning
Carlos
in,
is
by the way.
another person that if you have questions about Godot, I think he's a really good resource
Yes.
for that. So, and also, Carlos is the other co-lead for the event. So thank you, Carlos, for everything that you did also to help me with that. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be having the event. We really needed help with the background. In fact, the background that you see here was done by Carlos. So we had a team. We had like the key art, and we were able to then move forward with that. So Carlos, thank you so much for everything that you did.
The other way around. Thank you for making this event and giving me the opportunity to help out. Always a lovely time.
So with that said, Semi, you are the next one in line.
Pues yes, yo con mi equipo, it's a team of 4 people counting me. Un juego that we made in like actually 3 days porque empezamos un poquito tarde, pero it's called Train Flow, and basically empezar a jugarlo. It's a puzzle game where you make tracks for a train, and you have to get it from point A to point B.
Nice.
It's Kala with what level you're on, so it gets harder. Pero the next level, y entonces it keeps like going up. Ahora tiene un carro where I have to go through this pista without hitting the car. Special tiles. Sueto. And if I hit the car or if I get out of the, I can show it here. If I get out of the track, it'll lose the game, and I have to retry the level. Oop. There you go. No, I forgot to put the. También.
No, you were just showing us, right? You were just showing us how
Yeah,
you could
just showing.
also.
Yeah, I was just showing you que si tú tocas la carretera, you also lose. It's part of the design, you know. Pero yeah, esto fue un equipo again de 4 personas, contándome a mí, que es Jan Semi, José, Wellington y Gabriel. And the latter 2 eran diseñadores, y the first 2 eran programadores.
It's really fun to see the track being made,
Yeah.
and then the train following it.
Yeah.
That was a really really cool idea. And again, I can see this being like a puzzle game that people just check out the next puzzle and try to complete it, right?
Sí, I like it. I think it's hard because ahora mismo hay 5 niveles, and they get progressively harder. Tú ves esta thing right here, that's supposed to be a car that like chases you when you get through it. So
Okay,
it
okay.
keeps adding stuff as the levels go on.
What engine did you
There's a
use to make this game?
We use Godot Quadro for the
Okay.
thing.
Awesome.
All of the maps are based on tile maps, grid maps, pardon. So it's a 3D con
Okay,
assets.
that's really good.
Yeah.
I particularly love the aesthetic, like the minimalistic aesthetic, like the trees
Sí.
and everything is really fun.
The designers se basaron en Crossy Road a little bit, like a little inspiración.
I can see
Yeah.
the inspiration. You should continue this game for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good idea, and I think that it's something that you can complete and release, right? And see how
Yeah.
people react to it. I think it's a really fun game. If people want to kind of check it out or check more about what you've done, is there anywhere they can check that out?
Nos pueden ver en la misma página donde pusimos el juego. Además de, we didn't have any plans to continue this, but it's a cool idea. Like we liked it. we might do more levels porque teníamos plan hasta 10. Right now we have half of that, so yeah. Pero yeah, each en Discord por C3MI. C3MI.
Awesome, Sammy. Thank you for the time. Thank you for participating and showcasing your game with us. And yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see you around in the community.
Nos vemos.
So we are approaching the end. Ardash, you should be good to go.
So I made this this like this is a fish game. I thought of making a fish for the flow and put a noise texture on the background. So if you look closely, it moves. The background moves slowly. Like if it's still, it moves. And I put some instructions here so that like, but I forgot the shift.
What engine did you use to make this?
This is Godot.
Godot as well. Okay, awesome. How did you do the background movement?
I use parallax layers. Change the scale of it so it looks like it's moving, and it really adds to the feel that the fish is moving at a very like it's moving very fast, but it's not actually moving very fast. It's just perspective.
So I'm guessing that like the flow theme you used it mostly for like the water, like flowing through the water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Where can
Yes.
people reach you? They want to see other like your work at the moment.
My other work is out in h.io, and I will try to post my devlogs on YouTube so they may check if they want. But I haven't started that frequently, like consistently. I haven't done so.
Okay.
Maybe in the future.
What is the name of the HIO that you mentioned?
I have named it Gum Reaper for now. I may change it.
Thank you, Ardash, for taking the time to showcase the game that you made. Thank you for taking the time to participate.
Thank you for this opportunity as well.
With that said, then we are moving to Mixnandes.
So I'm using Unity, and the game is called Kamui Chaos. And I worked this game with Jose, also known as Code Friendly Art, over at the PRGDA Discord. And he served as a mentor, and it was really helpful. As I worked on this in about 3 days. Okay, so
I think I can tell you right from the start that people are gonna love the art style.
oh yeah, nice man. It's a couple of pixel arts from the asset store. These are free,
Nice.
and so the idea was of kind of stopping an out of control flow, and you have these two posts, these goal posts that are the same color as the drips coming down, and you have to kind of defeat this little black slime that makes its way over to your to your boxes and tries to destroy your boxes. So as the game speeds up, there's if you notice in the middle, you have these little dark blobs that are attacking the goalposts, and you have to get these colored dots. Basically, they were going to be slime originally, and you could put them onto your box and have them give life to your box in the amount of time. So, for example, right here I lost, and that's basically the game. It's about 2 minutes.
It looks really fun. Why is it called Kamui Chaos?
Oh, well, it was supposed to be a cavern, like a little cavern level. And as many of you can relate, I used to go to La Cueva de Camuy all the
Right,
time.
right, right. Yeah.
And I thought maybe it could be like a cool scenery for the game.
No,
You
no,
have to stop the dripping from happening and put it in little boxes.
that's really cool. So are you gonna continue the game?
Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, it was interesting doing it because in the short time span. Originally, I was gonna have it be dots of red and blue dots also coming, like the blue dots that were enemies will go to the opposing color boxes, and
I
of
see.
course time didn't allow for that. But so I just made it one mean slime that goes to either left or right. So that was interesting to develop, for the time, and that would be great to kind of like further figure out, and maybe you could change. I could change the tempo as it goes, and also audio and music. So it would be fun to keep playing around with that.
Where can people reach you, Miguel? Like, is there any place that people can reach you and see everything, other things that you've done?
Yeah, absolutely. Please, if you have the time, check out my HIO page, and in there it's Mix Nandes HIO. But also, I just started YouTube for my game dev, and it's called Cold Tropics Game Dev. There's one in English and one in Spanish, and that one's Cold Tropics Game Dev Español. And hopefully, I'm gonna be posting videos there and just get started. So please, if you have time, help me out, check it out, and can't wait to play everyone's games. Yeah, man, it's been fun. This is great.
Thank you. So yeah, see you around, and again, thank you for participating.
All right, take care. Thank you.
So Luis, I believe you should have the link. So you use Godot for the game, right?
Correct. Sí, por coding test all the ways, así que básicamente el juego está hecho en Godot. Así que este es nuestro juego, Remember Our Roots, conocido como recordar nuestras raíces. Es un juego de puzzle de que tu task es básicamente adivinar cada jerga, cada slang del puertorriqueño español y el flow involucrado durante el juego es la evolución de nuestro puertorriqueño español. So like, aquí está esta abuela que originalmente debería aparecer como un tipo de dialogue bubble, pero no fue programado, así que debemos dar el tiempo. So, sí, y solo está un nivel. Como ven, el jugador tiene que eliminar cada palabra de que existe en el español puertorriqueño para pasar a otro nivel. Just flow, like, just evolving the flow of our linguistic evolution para tener esta situación. So, yeah.
No, that's really cool. That's really awesome. The
Nos,
I like the idea that you are going with like the theme that is the flow of language. I think people are really loving that in the chat as well.
Exacto, es que es interesante, especialmente que yo soy también un nerd de lingüística, so that's really obvious. El soundtrack está muy brutal. It's basically Puerto Rican lo-fi. Original, pensaba que también daría el sonido del coquí on the game, pero also forgot about that. And uh, pueden apreciar el arte que está en el juego. It was made by Jorge, one of our team, Jorge, que es fascinante. Me gusta este estilo de arte. It is really nice.
Awesome. So you mentioned, right, your team was yes, I think you mentioned the names, but who were they exactly?
So, los miembros involucrados del equipo que hizo este juego soy yo, que fui encargado de diseñar el UI del menú y algún programming. Jorge es el 3D artist, Sergio Quintero es el sound and music design y Daniel Ramos también es un programador y Esteban también es un programador.
Where can people reach you, by the way?
Yeah.
Like if they want to see more about you.
I got like two Instagram accounts. One is called Iguana. I got an HIO which is Iguana Deb. My Instagram is Iguana 3D, which is a new Instagram account I made, which is for 3D art. El otro es Obsidian, que es más graphic design y arte. And like, tengo también un ArtStation que es el mismo nombre de Iguana 3D. Iguana 3D es de la cuenta de Instagram.
My Discord is Gigantes Siberian Rake, or or username is Power of Siberia. Also, the Obsidian account is also called Scientific Gigante.
Thank you, Luis, and the whole team, right, for being able to, for working on the game. So thank you so much.
Que tenga buen día.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you for presenting your games. Yes, sadly, we had like other games that wanted to be presented, but they were not able to. But thank you, everybody, for participating. I am very proud of what we were able to achieve in such a short amount of time. My colleagues, Jackie or Jacqueline Mercano and Carlos Arama, again, this is only able, possible because of you guys helping me, right, to do this and everything that you did to be able to make it happen. The logo artist, right, Paula, for making that amazing, the What the Jam logo. And I kind of help a little bit, right, for this, I guess, event. I just kind of added the leaf that's behind the logo. And then, as mentioned before, Carlos for making the key art that we use for the whole, for the whole stream and jam. Thank you so much for that. To all the jammers, thank you, right, for participating. It was really fun to see how you approach the team. It's always fun for us to see people getting excited about making games and kind of showcasing their abilities. Thank you to all of you for taking the time to do this. To the mentors that were available to help out everybody out, right, the other jammers. So with that said, thank you everybody for being here in the event with us. We are very happy that we were able to provide this opportunity, and I know that a lot of people really were looking forward to something like this to be done. So thank you again, and I hope that everybody had a fun time, through it all. Thank you everybody. See you around.